So what is the difference between alcohol and marijuana?
After a long, drawn-out drug war, what does it mean to have the president speaking out about the subject? News 8's Kyle Dimke is here to give us those answers. Kyle?
There actually is quite a difference between pot and alcohol, both on the medical side of things and the political side. Talking about marijuana as the president shows a change in the times, but medically speaking, pot has always been worse.
Doctors disagree with President Obama when he says marijuana is no more dangerous than alcohol.
It's an unfair comparison between the two because they're very, very different substances.
Dr. William Bucknam is a medical director at Gunderson Health. He says comparing the two is like comparing apples to oranges.
Alcohol is very short acting. It tends to wear off after a couple of hours, and whereas marijuana can have an effect that can last for weeks into months.
Because marijuana can be so long-lasting, there is more of a decrease in motivation and IQ scores.
That's the insidious danger to marijuana. And to say it's no more dangerous than alcohol, I think is ill-informed.
Drugs have always been a battle in Washington. Political science professor at UW-La Crosse, Joe Heim, thinks the president talking about this is a sign of change.
There's a certain trend in the country towards being a little bit looser with marijuana.
That trend, however, doesn't have all lawmakers on board. Heim says that marijuana is a very touchy topic, and he thinks there is one word that causes that.
I think it has to do with the word drugs, that marijuana is a drug. If there's some kind of a scale of drugs, this is on the low end of it, but it is still considered a drug.
Even though the times are changing, Heim acknowledges that this is not a reflection of what's to come. It's a personal opinion from the president.
He was expressing his own personal opinion and probably a candid opinion.
Marijuana is listed by the Drug Enforcement Administration as a Schedule I substance, which is the most dangerous classification for drugs. Other drugs with a Schedule I rating are heroin, ecstasy, and LSD.
Thank you, Kyle. Even though the president made his remarks, he has told his daughters that smoking marijuana is a bad idea.